Good evening. The Senate will investigate the reported sale of rice by the National Food Authority to certain traders at low prices, disadvantageous to the government. In an interview, Senator Cynthia Villar expresses her dismay on the matter, saying that the Senate will start to investigate the issue. The senator, who chairs the Senate Committee on Agriculture and Food, adds that her office will craft a resolution on the issue. On Thursday, the Department of Agriculture started its probe on the supposed sale of NFA rice stocks to unidentified traders without the usual bidding process. In light of the alleged scheme, claims circulated that there is a mafia within an NFA. However, Senator Villar emphasizes that this is old news. Villar notes that the NFA should sell rice to Filipinos in need instead of dealers and traders. 8 former police officers who were dismissed from service in connection with the killing of 17-year-old Gerald Jamboy Baltazar appealed their discharge in November last year. In a press briefing, Philippine National Police spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo says that all 8 policemen filed an appeal as early as November 2023 after they were dismissed from service in September 2023. She adds that the acquittal from the case of Staff Sergeant Antonio Balsita Bugayong, one of the 8 policemen dismissed, does not automatically mean that the Regional Appellate Board will side in his favor. Fajardo says the PNP welcomed the decision of the Navotas Regional Trial Court Branch 286 on the 6 police officers directly involved in Baltazar's death. Apart from Bugayong's acquittal, previous reports said that the Navotas RTC found Staff Sergeant Jerry Sabate Maliban guilty of homicide and imposed a penalty of up to 6 years and 4 months of imprisonment with 100,000 pesos in civil liability and moral damages. The other 4 officers were found guilty of illegal discharge of firearms and were given a penalty of 4 months and 1 day of imprisonment. On August 2, Baltazar was shot dead in a case of mistaken identity along a river near Babanse Street, Barangay NBBS, Kaunlaran. Booklets and workbooks for Catchup Fridays, a Department of Education program to improve students' reading comprehension skills, should not be for sale. In a statement, DepEd says they have received reports that a number of school personnel are selling and requiring learners to buy booklets or workbooks for the program and other activities. The department reiterates that such acts are prohibited and reminded parents and learners not to accommodate and patronize such unauthorized transactions. It adds that Catch-up Fridays and other school activities must not involve out-of-pocket costs. The agency also says it launched a probe on the issue. The DepEd launched Catch-up Fridays program in January for all learners from kinder to grade 12 in a bid to address the problems of Filipino students when it comes to reading. During this once-a-week session, teachers ask students to write essays, book reviews, and analyses. Over 3,000 fire incidents have been recorded in 2024 so far, with cigarettes blamed for most of the blaze. In a briefing, BFP spokesperson Annalie Atienza says that there have been 3,044 fire incidents recorded from January 1 to March 1 this year. This record is 25.6% higher compared to the fire rates across the country from January to March 2023. Atienza adds that the leading causes of fires are cigarettes, open flame cooking, and electrical ignition. Most of the reported fires happened in residential areas. The BFP spokesperson urged the public to be more vigilant and conscious of their surroundings. March marks the country's Fire Prevention Month as per the proclamation of late dictator Ferdinando Marcos Sr. back in 1966. The Department of Energy expects mixed movement in the prices of petroleum products next week. Department of Energy Oil Industry Management Bureau Director Rino Abad says that gasoline prices will possibly climb up by 40 to 50 centavos per liter on Tuesday, March 5. The expected hike in the pump prices of gasoline is due to the potential extension of the OPEC Plus output cut and the imposition by Russia of a 6-month ban on gasoline exports starting March 1, according to the DOE Oil Industry Management Bureau. However, the agency estimates that diesel prices will likely be rolled back by 30 centavos to 60 centavos per liter, while prices of kerosene will likely go down by 30 centavos to 50 centavos per liter. Abad adds that the final figures will depend on the trading price movements on March 1. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Senate to investigate the reported sale of rice by the National Food Authority. Over 3,000 fire incidents recorded so far in 2024, with cigarettes blamed for most of the blaze. And the Department of Energy announces a possible increase in the prices of petroleum products next week. These are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.